Hello Joy. This one's for Joy, but it's not just for Joy, it's for several other people out there who have asked me the same question, funny enough. And I'm not putting Joy's last name because she didn't necessarily say I could use her last name, so I'm just saying Joy. So, hello Joy. So to answer your question, why is it that even though I'm so cheap on other stuff, got to remember, that's where I need to look. Even though I'm so cheap on other stuff, why is it that we are more expensive than the Royal Mint or Change Checker or Westminster Collection on £5 coins and certain packaged coins? So this video is specifically about answering that question, and it can't go in a weekly update video because it would take me too long to explain. I've only got 15 minutes of video. And I still don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not very good at editing, and I've done all the whatever you have to go through to be able to place longer videos, and it still won't let me place a longer video. So I don't quite get how that works. But anyway, so why are we dearer than what they charge? Well, I can tell you that there's things like this. There's an offer like this. This has come through from Westminster Collection. It's supposed to be the UK's rarest £5 coin. Now, if it is the rarest £5 coin, let me tell you, buy it. Because the rarest £5 coin has to be worth more than the one I've got on the books as the rarest £5 coin. And the rarest £5 coin I've got on the books that I remember is a Duke of Edinburgh one, so that's the Queen's husband. And that I've got priced at 75 quid, X amount made. So, if this is the rarest, before it's even released, they're saying it's the rarest, and they're giving the mintage figures before it's even released, and they're not telling any porcupines, then this coin is immediately worth more than 75 quid. Do you see the logic? Because I sell this Edinburgh one, or whichever coin it is I sell, there's one coin, it's 75 quid, and I sell it at that because it is the rarest one. Well, if this now beats that, then this is going to be worth more. So, if you've got one of these, and you've got a chance of buying one of these coins, get it, because you cannot beat that price. Now, I don't want to send you to them, I don't want to give them business, because they're killing me. I don't want to give Change Checker or Westminster Collection business. They are literally cutting my throat. But this is not humanly possible, even for somebody like me. And let's examine why. The coin gets from the table that it's made in the Royal Mint, and it gets all the way from Wales down here to Dorset, to Poole, to Change Checker offices, and it's put into Change Checker packaging, and it's sold very cheap. That packaging, right? Now, the Royal Mint say they do not sell loose coin. Nobody is allowed to buy loose coin off the Royal Mint. Fair enough. They also say that they do not package for anyone. Do not package for anyone. Funny that. You see what that says there in red? It says, look at that. It says, there's the camera. It says exclusively available to Change Checkers. Exclusively. So they're saying, Westminster Collection are saying that this coin is only made by the Royal Mint for Change Checkers, and the Royal Mint say that's not true. So forgive me for saying, because I don't like to use an accusatory tone, but forgive me for saying, but if two people are saying opposite things, only one of those things can be true. Only one of them can be true. So either they're lying, or either the Mint's lying. How does the coin get? The coin makes the Mint make a coin. There's a £5 coin. There's the Harry and Meghan Markle coin, right? It's made and it's put in professional packaging. Professional. That coin is made at the Royal Mint. It gets made and it then gets transported all the way to Poole in Dorset, where it ends up in that kind of packaging. that is seriously down market packaging compared to this. Let's face it. That's not me slagging these people off, even though I don't like them. It's not me slagging them off. Look at the difference. Good packaging, Royal Mint, exactly what you'd expect from a company like the Royal Mint. Change checker packaging. So that coin leaves the machine, leaves the table, gets all the way to Dorset and gets put in one of these. How does that happen without the coin touching human hands? It's impossible. Not unless they're related to David Blaine. It's impossible. The only logical thing, there's only three logical things that make sense. One, the Royal Mint is selling them coins that are not packaged, loose. They give them a buff up and put them in one of their thingies. Number two, the Royal Mint is actually packaging it for them at source. That way they can make the trip without the coins banging against each other. Makes sense. But the Royal Mint say they don't do that. Or the third thing that makes logical sense, and it's the only other thing that can make logical sense, is that they buy them from the Royal Mint like this, they rip it to pieces and put it in that. Which, whilst that makes logical sense, that actually makes no sense because it devalues the coin. Now, you want to know why I can't compete? This coin, own it today for £10.99. Free postage. The postage is about £1.80. It's nearly £2 for the postage. So take £2 off of that. Let's call that 11 quid. £2 off of that, we're down to 9 quid, right? 9 quid. 11 quid, they've got to pay 20% of that VAT. So that's £2.20. £2.20 off of £9. That leaves £6.80. So they have to be buying the coin at £6.80 or less to make a profit. Okay, so let's just pause that a sec. Now let's go to the Royal Mint. The Royal Mint also pay VAT. So the Royal Mint makes a coin, there's a fiver. They can't sell it for less than a fiver, can they? Fiver. Can they sell this for 6 quid? No. If they sell it for 6 quid, £1.20 of that will be VAT. That means the Royal Mint will only be getting £4.80 a coin for a £5 coin. That wouldn't make sense, would it? So they can't sell it for less than what they make it for, and they have to make a profit on the £5. So they've got to be selling it. If they sell it for £7 wholesale, and I'll come to what I pay. If they sell it for £7, 20% VAT is £1.40. £1.40 off of £7 is £5.60. So that means they make 60p profit per coin. You can understand that, you can live with that, but then how is that possible? How can they sell it for 7 quid to Change Checker, or Westminster Collection, or 288 Group, which is what they are? How do they sell it to them for 7 quid for less than 7 quid? Because we've just worked out that they've got to be paying £6.80 or less. So the only possible way they can sell the coin this cheap is that there's something going on. There's some kind of, I don't know what you want to call it. Call it skullduggery, call it a loophole, call it a legal tax, something or other. But there has to be a way in which they're doing it, because it's costing money. It's not making a profit. Many times I'm told, oh, they're doing it just to get your subscription, because they do deals whereby you buy a coin cheap. In the old days, it used to be, you know, get 5 books for £1 each, or get 5 books for 50p each, and then we'll send you the book of the month, which you pay full price for. And you have to do that for like 18 months or 2 years. They do similar things. So they catch you on a low priced item, and then before you know it, and it's certainly with old people who don't really understand what they're doing, they end up signing up for a monthly thing and having the money taken out of their bank account. Still doing it in this day and age. I mean, joke. Anyway, look, we're running out of time. So these cost me £7.95. I work on an old system. I'm 56 years old. I've been working markets and boot sales all my life until eBay started 20 years ago, and I suddenly realised, what's the point of getting up at 5:30 in the morning, working all day, pisses down with rain, get all your stock wet and all that, travelling miles. do it on the internet, do it in your living room. So ever since then I've never done another one. But I'm an old market man. I've been selling since I was 6 years old. So I pay, and I've always worked on the old original 2.5 times markup. That's why my prices are what they are, 25 quid, 24, whatever. It's because I'm working on a 2.5 times markup. So, you know, it costs me about 8 quid a coin. Then I have to add the VAT that I'm paying, so it ends up costing me about a tenner, 2.5, 25 quid. Simple as that. Then I allow in that 25 quid people to use vouchers, and I'll give off like 20% now and again, or do something like this or something like that. Or I have on eBay, I'll do a 20% sale every now and again or something like that. So I have to bear all this in mind, because I'm not them. I'm not Change Checker, I'm not Westminster Collection, I'm not 288 Group. I cannot sell a coin like that for less than it costs me. So this is why, and I think it's outrageous, because there's no level playing field. You know, they get the coins cheaper than the actual, what the value is, as I've just worked out. You've just heard me work out. So it makes no real sense. But I'm completely transparent. I'm completely straight and upfront with everybody. You ask me a question, I will give you an honest answer. All you've got to do, like Joy, is send me a question, put question 3 in the subject line, send the question in to us, and ask me anything you like, and I will either reply to you or I'll make a video of it, and or reply to it in a newsletter. And I think that, Joy, you have a serious, it's a serious question, and it's one that makes you, the collectors, feel like you're being taken advantage of. Then that makes me look like a bit of a crook. But you know, I can't get involved with selling coins at cheaper than what they are, because I'm doing some kind of tax fraud or VAT scam or whatever. All of that is far too complicated for me. Not interested. I'm interested in buying something and selling it, and that's it. I don't want to get stuck with it. I want to sell it. And the right price for a £5 coin, it works out at 25 quid. For a brand new, sealed, uncirculated £5 coin, average, they're the prices. And they go all over the world at that. So that's about as best as I can answer you, in that you can guarantee that I will not charge more than that. But I charge 2.5 times the markup that my wholesale company charges me. And my wholesale company charges me more money than what Change Checker or Westminster Collection get charged. For example, a 50p Bunce coin is sold by Change Checker and Westminster Collection cheaper retail than I'm allowed to buy it for. So it's impossible to complete. It's a monopoly. They have a complete and utter monopoly, and more coins get sold through Change Checker and Westminster Collection than any other retailer. They're supposed to be distributors, but no one knows who their customers are, which is a bit naughty really, because if they're distributors then they're wholesalers, and if they're wholesalers stroke distributors, it means they've got retail customers. And so what's the list of retail customers? Well, there doesn't seem to be one. They're classed legitimately as official distributors of the Royal Mint, yet they don't distribute to anybody but the public, from what I can find out. I've put another Freedom of Information request into the Royal Mint to try and get them to answer these questions, because they sidestepped half the questions I asked them last time, and they don't want to be honest, they don't want to be transparent, they want to look dodgy and crooked, and you know, and we all know, how can the Royal Mint be crooked? It can't be. But so why do they want to make it look crooked? I don't know. But they will not answer a straight question with a straight answer. So we can't find out. But what I can absolutely 100% say with certainty is that they sell retail the coins cheaper than what we can buy them wholesale. That's why you don't see me selling a lot of Bunce packaged 50p's, because I can't compete at that price. I can only compete at the circulated price. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps you, Joy. I hope that helps you understand a bit more. I will do more. I tell you what I will do, for anybody that knows I've only got a few seconds left, I will give an extra 500 points for every